Hi everyone, I'm back with another draw along gesture drawing video. Today we're gonna be doing 1-minute poses. I found some really cool action references, so this should be fun. This is going to be a very short session. If you have 12 minutes to practice, get out your sketch pads, your tablets, and let's begin. In 3, 2, 1, go! I'll recommend speeding up the video a few times if you're not drawing along. That way you'll be able to watch the entire thing without being bored. Maybe you could even turn down the volume completely and play some soothing music in the background, just to create a little time-lapse action for yourself. I guess that works. Anyway, focus. So I'm gonna be talking you through the entire process here. See if I can drop a few tips along the line. Any tip I drop really is just pertaining to my personal process, so I wouldn't take them as like the absolute rules or anything like that. I'm almost done with the first pose already. I'm supposed to be talking you through this. I'll try not to get distracted on the other ones. So finishing up here, we just have to make sure we get as many little details in there as possible. And I forgot the belt. Well, it's not so important, says I. Next. I really like this pose here. Might be my favorite one of the bunch. Let's go. I'm starting with the foot here because it's the biggest and most prominent part of this picture in particular, so it makes sense to start there. Pay attention to foreshortening for this one. Use the top foot and the bottom foot as a guide. If you get those right, the rest should be smooth sailing. Also mind the angle of both feet to each other. By angle I mean like, the angle from foot A to foot B, basically. Someone said in the comment section, like the last one of this I posted, I said that this wasn't gesture drawing. But I mean, gesture drawing is all about capturing poses in a short amount of time, right? Doesn't matter if I add in detail. I don't think it does. That's just a style in my opinion. If you're not drawing naked poses, you have to draw the clothes as well. The process of gesture drawing changes depending on the reference. As long as the basic rule of capturing a pose within a stipulated amount of time, as long as that rule is followed, I don't think it's not gesture drawing. I don't think it's a problem. It's just a way of doing gesture drawing, or like a style of gesture drawing. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section, if that makes any sense. For this pose, try to make sure you get the angle of the right leg correctly. It has to appear in your drawing that the weight of the body is resting on that leg. That's probably the most important thing here. If you don't get that right, the entire thing is going to look unbalanced. You can pretty much go easy on the rest of it. I know I did, definitely. So many errors. Can you spot them? So we should be rounding up now in 3, 2, 1. That's it. Moving on to the next. If you watched this far, please consider subscribing to the channel. You'll be doing a random stranger a really big favor if you do. Thank you so much. If you do draw along, I'd like to see some of your drawings. You can attach a post of your drawing on Instagram at #JDraws001. I'll upload mine as well. Maybe we can create a bit of a community out of this. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Even if it's one person that attaches their drawings, I will be absolutely excited. Even if just one person follows through. So please, #JDraws001. Really looking forward to it. And once again, I have neglected you. Apologies, but This is a really simple, straightforward pose. Once again, make sure the weight is on the left leg. That should be where your attention is. And that's time up. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. I like these types of references because there are so many lines. There are a lot of little things everywhere. It makes the drawing process somewhat exciting and easier in my opinion. I guess the way I see it is, if you try to draw a circle freehand, it's really difficult. It's unbelievably annoying, in fact. I don't even try anymore, but if I draw a line using dotted lines, it's significantly easier. Because I can keep looking at the whole circle while drawing and kind of do it step by step as well. If you don't understand what I'm saying, my god, I'm not really good at explaining things. Try drawing a circle freehand and then draw the same circle using dotted lines. The difference should be clear. On references like this, every wrinkle, every fold, every little twist is like those dotted lines. The final images may not look perfect with everything connected, but the overall impression of the pose would have been captured by the end of it. So it's just individual elements that make up the whole. It's simple science or art. Well, it's either science or art, it's one of them, I don't know. I'm actually not sure. I should say, don't worry too much about being accurate. The point is to get the pose correctly. I assure you none of my drawings are accurate. I don't really care. That's not really the point. So this particular pose might be a bit more difficult. Well, actually no, I picked really easy references for this session. But it might be a little bit difficult to make your drawing rest on that right leg because the reference itself doesn't look like it's resting anywhere. It's just kind of floating there. There's no way you can maintain that pose for 5 seconds. I don't care how black his belt is. That's not happening. My advice is just focus on capturing the reference as best as you can. And time's up. I hope this particular reference is clear enough to see. So sorry, I should have cleaned it up a bit more before I started the drawing session. Forgive me. Same as before, make sure the weight rests properly on that left leg. Everything else for this should be smooth sailing. I don't think any part of this pose should be challenging. I think this is probably the most straightforward one in this session. No foreshortening or any other complicated factor. Try to get the curl from the head to the tip of the leg correctly. A reasonable artist might have started by indicating that line, that curve, but well, here we are. Not how we do things around here. We prefer the more difficult approach, you see. Though I actually find this easier, much easier in fact. You should be almost rounding up by now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's time. Moving on, next pose. For this pose, my best advice would be to draw exactly what you see. There are many distortions because of the angle, a lot of foreshortened elements, but don't worry about that, just draw it exactly as you see it. There's gonna be that thing in your mind telling you there's no way that's possible, right? How are the laps gonna be that much bigger than the head? Why are the ratios all wrong? You are telling me that the distance from the head to the waist is shorter than the distance from the waist to the knee? Not even close. Impossible. Well, you're gonna wanna ignore that voice in your head and just draw exactly what you see. Exactly what you see. Change nothing. Don't get creative. Forget everything you learned in anatomy and proportions class for now and just draw exactly what you see. And you should be good. Rounding up in 3, 2, 1. Yep, that's it, we're done. On to the next one. Tough one. Nah, not really. Let's go. Okay, kind of looks like glue a little bit. I'm despicable me, but that was meant to be the ear. Now it looks like the nose and the top of the ear, or whatever. Focus. So the hands here should be in a proper straight line to emphasize that all that weight is resting on them. Try to get the distance between the top of the head and that right lap correctly. You can use that as your basis of measurement. Remember, you gotta move fast. There are a lot of elements to capture here. Don't dwell so much on the little things like, the bow and arrow or the pole is standing on underneath. Just impress them very quickly. They are not a very important part of the whole. Focus more on the person. You should be rounding up already. And yep, that's time. And here's the final reference for today. I think this was a really easy session. What do you guys think? I think the references were very reasonable for a 1-minute session. Do you agree? I really hope I can get responses for all these questions in the comment section. I reply to every single comment, so please say hi. Well, this particular one, I'm not even sure why I picked this. Well, I guess it has a lot of movement, but still, I don't want to say it's weird. The owner of the picture might see, but it's okay. It's cool. So the point is to get all the strokes right. And my trick is working. So thank you so much for watching this video. You are beautiful people. See you next time. Goodbye.